Very good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome. My name is Pooja Joshi, the country head for AC Council, and it's really good to see you all here attending the session today, wherein I'm going to speak more about the cybersecurity, how the industry taking, what are the certifications we have, and finally, the most important thing that. What is CEH and how that can be beneficial for anybody whosoever is interested in making a career in the field of cybersecurity. So, before I move towards the more about the certification, but let's understand the background first of all. While we are talking for last few seconds, let me tell you the reality is that a cyber attack happens in every 39 seconds. Right now, we must be thinking, oh, we never know about it. We have never seen like that 39 seconds attack is happening. Why we don't know about these attacks is because of the simple reason that the attacks which happens to the large organizations comes into the limelight due to the media. But there are attacks, for example, a person sitting next to me and his mobile is hacked or his data is gone out of his mobile to somebody else. Nobody will come to know about that. But the reality remains the same, that cyber attack happens in every 39 seconds. Now, what else is the we see as a crisis when it comes to cybersecurity? Since the attacks have been very high, the cost of the cyber attacks or of a data breach is also very, very high, close to $4.4 million. Now, the facts which we must understand that is that 82% of the attacks happens due to the human error. Now, look at the positive side of it, that if 82% is a human error, can we correct it? Can we train people? Can we have a right skill set with the people who are working in the field of cybersecurity? So we have a probability that if we do the right set of programs and the trainings in the field of cybersecurity, these attacks can actually be controlled because these are the human errors. Now, a few more interesting facts, right, which you should know that one is we keep seeing a lot of websites keep popping up. Do you know that 4 lakh websites pops up every month, which means almost 13,000 fresh sites which pops up every day. Enterprises has a huge massive lots when it comes to the money. 43% of cyber attacks or the crimes happens against the small businesses, because large business or the organizations try to invest money in cybersecurity and ensure that their data is absolutely safe. Whereas sometimes the compromise happens at the mid-level or small level because they feel that no, this is what we are doing is absolutely right. So the 43% of cyber crimes target small businesses. Also, 80% of the fraud happens from a mobile app. So we all know that mobile app today, there are so many apps. Every time you're looking something, there is an ad which comes in talking about the app. So these apps which are already there and keep coming up every day, if you get stuck or click somewhere, then your data and everything is gone. So all those facts, the usage of internet is being gone up like anything. 17 billion connected smart devices. Now, there was a time when people used to have nothing when it comes to technology. Then slowly the time came in when the mobile came into the picture. Then laptop, then iPad, then iWatch, then AirPods, then something else. I mean, wherever you're using internet. So the usage of internet has gone up. Every college student today will surely have at least 2 to 3 devices with him. One mobile phone, one maybe a laptop, one maybe a desktop, or the iPads or the watch. Wherein every working professional will have 4 to 5 devices which is connected to him. Right. So that since the devices which are connected to the internet has gone up, the chances of the attacks also gone up, because hackers also are sitting on the online world and will keep trying to hack your machine or the mobiles. Now, when you go to any organization, okay, what is the cyber threats which is across the world? So every organization, so if you are a student and learner right now doing a graduation and tomorrow get into a job, you need to understand how the industry works in. So every organization basically is being divided into four areas. One is the knowledge workers, wherein you have finance, HR, admin, customer support, and many more. Then you have IT team, like who's working on the application development, operations, DevOps, and maybe testing or something like that. Then comes the cybersecurity. So cybersecurity, since it's a vast topic, so you'll have people in cybersecurity operations, security architecture, then the blue team, red team, JRC, forensics, and many more. Then comes is the executives, who are the CISOs and the CFOs and the CTOs and CEOs. Now, everywhere the problem is very, very different and unique, right? So, for example, knowledge workers will require your help because they lack the basic of security awareness. Now, when it comes to IT security, they lack on a cyber security awareness. Cyber security has a problem of continuous learning, and the skill set needs to change very fast. And executives keep looking at their reputation, cost of breach, and the stock prices. This is how every industry and the value chain which works. So the bottom line is that cybersecurity, there's a huge skill gap. 4 million professionals needed worldwide. Look at the opportunity. So if I learn or join and get some global certification, I'm sure I'm going to get a job, because in the field of cybersecurity, it has already been declared that that cybersecurity professionals will have a zero unemployment rate. Now, EC Council has taken up this mission along with our partners across the world, that we will fill this workforce gap for level 1 and level 2 cybersecurity technicians. So we are going to ensure and train people in the right skill set so that they are placeable. They get the placements and the good salary packages after doing this. Now, it is not only EC Council is talking about that, no cybersecurity. It is a nation is talking about. Our Prime Minister, Honorable Mr. Modi, said that cybersecurity is a matter of national security, which means it is coming from the top, right? You can understand the importance for this particular area, wherein the threat levels are very high if we don't protect our systems and data. I'm sure you must have heard about the large attacks which has been happening. Like AIMS got attacked, wherein all the crucial data and the you know that all politicians and the big personalities go to AIMS. They had their record there. Imagine AIMS getting hacked means the entire crucial data is moving out of the system. Same is with many things which we keep fighting in India, across India. These attacks will teach us a lesson every time, but it comes with a heavy cost. So few more attacks which happens, and apart from this also there's a huge list of attacks which happens. Few have been covered, few have not been covered by the media, right? So Twitter account is one thing which people keep hacking and keep getting the information, and then people have to post that my account is hacked. You must be knowing about the normal attacks which happens on Insta, Facebook, and many more websites which is uh, been there. Recently, if I talk about the recent attack, for example, some of the biggest pharma industries also getting attacked, and the massive ransomware money also they have taken. Right. So this is the reality which is there in the behind. Now, because all these things happen, the what is the size of the cybersecurity market? It is going up like that. It is the curve is not even like a zigzag. It is going up. For example, if I talk about the Indian cybersecurity market size is almost like a 3.97 billion in 23, and by 28 we are expecting to go up by 9.21 billion dollar. Right. So this is the market how it. Now, what are the benefits? So we now so far we understood that what is there, what is so important in cybersecurity, what is market saying, what is happening in the industry. But let's understand what are the benefits. So the benefits are very simple. If I am taking care of my cybersecurity, I protect network and data from unauthorized access. Nobody can just gets into my system. I'll have improved information security. Somebody is raising hand. You want me to unmute and take the questions now? One second. Yes, Ujjwal. Somebody is raising a hand. Should I? If you can unmute yourself or can tell the admin to do the needful. All right. So coming back here, so basically, it protects our network and data from unauthorized access. It improves the information security and continuity management, business continuity management. It improves the stakeholders' confidence in your information security arrangements, faster recovery in each of the events. So these are the some benefits which is there when we have a right set of cyber security. Then comes is a business benefits of cybersecurity audit. So if you have keep getting your systems audited for the cybersecurity. You ensure your data is protected, you view operations from a new angle, you identify the gaps for your protections, and you are always ahead of the regulations. And you keep use the recommendations which is given by the auditors to improve your own system. Now, what is information security? So, for example, any college student will have an option that what is information security? Information security in a very simple language, right? If I talk about, so there are a lot of things which is happening, which is going digitized, whether it is a business, studies, everything is happening in a digital manner. Right now, for this digital, which means, as I said, that the activities on the online platform are very, very high. Okay, and that is the reason the massive explosions happens in cybersecurity. So if I talk about 15 years back, you have a letter, then you get a mail, right? And today you have so many unread mails, you don't have a time to read. So you get a letter again so that you can read. So that's how the things changes. But cyber attacks really have impacts the industry, the organization, and the individual as well, right? So for example, if I talk about business disruption, so any let's take an example, a simple example. So we keep ordering the stuff online nowadays. Okay, you have Blinkit, Swiggy, whatever you want to get things in 10 minutes of a time, and you order. Imagine you order, and after 10 minutes you're trying to go to your app, and your app is not working. Then you logged in on your web portal, and it is still not working. And you're trying to call a call center. For that, you that call center is not picking a call. Imagine the kind of a panic situation you are in. Right now, if it is an attack, so you know that your money is stuck, and you will have a less belief in that name now because it is hacked already. Investors will look from a different eye, right? Your vendors will look you from a different eye. Your reputation will go for. So any attack which happens, it will have a business disruptions, it will have a financial loss, reputation damage, your legal consequences. You are answerable to the board, you're answerable to the customers you have who are investing or buying things from you. And then it also give you a psychological impact because employee satisfaction goes down, then employee productivity goes down, right? Employees will be more having a more anxiety. So cyber attacks really impacts whether it is an individual or it is an organization. Now we have this is how the real phishing attacks happens. Phishing, I'm sure phishing, smishing, wishing, you all know it well, wherein the people will try to get into your system by either a fake mail or a fake call or a fake SMS, right? So that's the reason you must know to identify whether is this a real mail, or now phishing wishing, beyond phishing wishing there is a deep fake. So I was just listening to one of the our prime minister's clippings wherein he said that I saw something wherein I'm doing a garba wherein I have never done a garba post my school days, right? So this is all another examples which is there for our attacks. So now every day technology is coming. Every day there are so many apps which is happening because everything is going uh, in a digital manner. So the question remains the same. Who is going to protect this? Right? Can I stop the technology? No, we cannot. Because if you stop the technology, your growth also will not happen. So, which means I need to think through who will protect. So, are we really future ready? Technology usage has gone up. Am I ready to uh, run with at their pace? So, the questions what you as a student should ask yourself. will the jobs that you're preparing for exist in future? So that means if you're learning, I mean, will it continue in the industry so that I can get benefit? What are the skills that you need to prepare for jobs in futures? Right? So I know that there are X number of jobs on this technology are going to come. So I should know what is the right skill set I should be choosing. Okay. And how will you identify or differentiate yourself from any other person? Which means, what are the add-on things you're going to do in your life so that you are different as compared to others, wherein the chances of you getting selected for the placements would be much, much higher, chances of you getting salary would be much, much higher. So if I look at that, the what is the global landscape on COVID-19 cyber threats, if I talk about, this is, uh, so there is a cyber safety checklist. Okay, wherein you need to think through about the how can I check the privacy and security settings, avoid opening and delete suspicious emails, you manage social media profiles in a right manner, strengthen your home networks, use a very strong password, keep your software updated, backup online and offline files regularly and securely. So all these things, if you talk about, is basically is the you need to ensure it as a checklist which is there. Because if I sorry because if I talk about your there are so many domains which are malicious. We have a lot of online scams and phishings, data harvesting malware, disruptive malware, vulnerability of working from homes. So all these issues are very much there, but if we keep having a tick mark on our checklist, then probably we can be saved. What are the areas of expertise in cybersecurity if I talk about? So, cybersecurity, broadly, if I look at, you have security awareness, which is like every person who's using a mobile should be knowing this. Then you have risk assessment and analysis, security administration, network monitoring, incident investigations, intrusion detections, cloud computing, and security engineering. So this is what is the areas of expertise when it comes to the demand what they have. Now, what are the kind of crimes which are already there? Cyber crimes, right? So it is not a one only thing, like I'm talking about only the phishing or maybe the smishing or wishing, but we also have a lot of ways like online scams. People buy things from Insta and Facebook, and many a times we found that they are sending something else, or they are not sending, or they're just taken money, and it was a fake site, and we just went ahead and paid it, right? You have you also have illegal content which is there. You also have a lot of unwanted programs, right? You also have flood attacks, social engineering, cyber stalking. Somebody is just following you on the social media, and you're getting scared of this. So all these type of crimes which falls into the category of cyber crimes, right? Now, false, what is a false sense of security? Even the best security system only function when it is activated. So if you know the system well, but you're not activated, I mean, anybody can just come and misuse the information what they have. So which means you need to keep checking what you're getting to you, coming to you. Is it a fake or it is correct? There is no harm in checking this again and ensuring that you are not getting stuck in a illegal manner. So, for example, you there are many ways to keep checking. So, for example, people says it's an OTP call. So we never share OTP on the mobile. Nobody asks you an OTP. If somebody is asking, it is 100% fake. Correct. So you need to keep checking every step when it if you want to really safeguard yourself from these kind of an attacks, right? So while it was people, so generally I if you observe whatever is the trend, hackers will try to use something around that trend. So when there was a COVID, At that time, by Corona, this WHO was giving a lot of guidelines, this, that. So they used it that to send a incorrect information, right? So somebody is using talking about vaccine too much. So from the vaccine organization, there would be a face mask. So they will see which is the trend, and then they'll use the trend in such a manner wherein you will get stuck there. Okay. Now, imagine hacking risk leads to recall of 500,000 pacemakers due to patient death fear. I mean, these are the real newses which are there in the industry already, wherein people are. So, which means almost 500,000 pacemakers have been recalled by the US Food and Drug Administration due to fear that their lax cybersecurity could be hacked to run the batteries down and even alter the patient's heartbeat. Imagine this is what has been happening. So, what does a cybersecurity professional look like? I mean, what will be the warrior guardian of the future look like? So, if I understand now cybersecurity, here comes the real picture, wherein you as an individual who is interested in making a career in the field of cybersecurity can choose to from this the platter which is available. Uh, Now, here, if you understand this in a very simple language, any individual first needs to understand the basics of cybersecurity. Then the entire field has been divided into two areas, the red team and the blue team, the offensive side of security and the defensive side of security. People more nowadays are choosing red team, which is wherein you have ethical hacking, certified ethical hacker, and then they can choose later on. So is one certification okay for me to get into a job? Yes. But if you have to substantially grow fast, then you have to keep on uh, adding few more certifications, which is very much required. Now, which certification to add? That's a choice you yourself will come and tell after doing CH, because you'll get a fair idea that what is red teaming, what is ethical hacking. Now, post that you can take a call whether would I want to do a pen testing, or would I want to do a digital forensics, or would I want to do a threat intelligence. That is something which is absolutely your choice. So specialization is broadly, if I look at, divided into five key areas. After doing the program which is related to, let's assume, ethical hacking, I can choose to become a pen tester and I can do a pen testing specialization. I can choose to become into a incident handling and the digital forensics part of it. I can get into a security operations, which is like a SOC analyst and the threat intelligence kind of a stuff, or a disaster recovery professional. I can also choose to be a part of an application security wherein I can get into the DevSecOps and the case Javas and the case .NETs of the world, or I can choose to get into cybersecurity, which is cloud security. Now, are we saying that I can only do one part? I can't do, for example, I do red teaming and now I want to do pen testing. So can I not do digital forensics? Answer is yes, you can always do. So it is not, we only say that you choose one core certifications between a ethical hacking or the network defender, and then post that you select which specialization. There are people in the market who probably have done all certifications. And then once you get into good experience, then you have a CCSO, which is one of the most premium program in the industry today across the world, which is a Certified Chief Information Security Officer certification. That is basically when you get an experience to 10 to 15 years in the field of information security, and you need to have a leadership kind of a certifications, which is more of a combination of a technicals and the commercial, because CISO is the role which is not 100% technical. Though it requires technicality, it also requires the leadership skills related to the information security. Because when you are sitting at the position of a CISO, that time you need to take care of the vendors, you need to take care of your business goals from the business teams, which is to be included in cybersecurity. So this course has been designed from a thought process and the exactly mapping with the roles and responsibilities of a CISO. So as I said in my previous slide, also the cost of the data breach is very high, right? And as a result, the shortage of qualified cybersecurity is really gone up. So we have a job vacancies which is available in the industry today, which is 3.5 million, which is in 2025, which means it is going to go up. Now, somebody will ask, come and say that how come so many jobs are there? Let me explain you why. See, cybersecurity is one area which is a need of an hour for every kind of an organization. Be it is a BFSI, be it is a IT, or maybe a telecom, or maybe a automobile, or maybe a pharma, or anywhere. Can an organization survive without a cybersecurity today? Answer is big no. If it is no, which means I need people within the organization who are safeguarding my data and my privacy. Now, who are these people? You are the future generation who needs to get yourself trained and certified so that you can join. Now, one more larger benefit is that while when you are in cybersecurity, you can pick and choose your dream company as well. So, for example, if I do banking and I won't get to a bank, right? I I'm just going into a bank and only can apply there because that is something which I have done my studies for, right? So I do Java. I can be into development. I'll get into development. But if I do cybersecurity and I want to join the different industry altogether, can I join? Yes. Because cybersecurity is required by every kind of an organization. And that's the reason the jobs are very, very high, right? Because it is not an industry specific requirement. It is the requirement of every industry. That's why the jobs are high. That's why it says that it will be a zero unemployment rate when it comes to cybersecurity. Now, imagine there are many job roles. So, for certified ethical hacker, if I talk about a certification, now it is in fact increased to 40 job roles, which is mapped. These are the 20 ones we have added here. The salary packages are really good here. Job openings, if you go to the LinkedIn yourself and check today, there's 21,000 jobs available for CH, right? And all the companies you take a name, you will find CH certified people already working in that organization. So if I talk about the market problem and how a certified ethical hacker can solve it, it is a very simple calculation because if you remember, I said that these certifications, what we're offering is a industry endorsed certifications, which means that my curriculum, what I'm teaching you in this is the latest from the industry, which is the requirement of the industry, right? So if I look at the problems which is there, that HR overlooks, let's assume your application and you are not considered for the job. Okay, maybe you're not qualified. Then HR will say, then getting a job or promotion or your salary won't increase. So these are some key statements, key problems which is in the industry. Okay, whereas if you go with the CH and if it is there in your resume, you'll be the first choice. Then CH certifications also get, I'll show you some reports wherein it shows that once you do CH certifications, you get a good salary, you get a promotions. So which also individual problem is that generally when you learn some kind of a stuff, you don't have a practical exposure, but here you have a practical exposure in the form of labs, right? So CH person will come with loads of hands-on practice so that he can just be ready on the job from a day one. More problem we talk about that whatever people learning, they say the industry, it is a outdated curriculum, whereas EC Council certified ethical hacker is a version 13 happening. We launched in 20 years back. In 20 years, 13 times we have changed the version, which means 13 times we have upgraded our curriculum. Why? Because we want to stay with the industry. We want to stay with what is being required by the industry, right? So that is why our curriculum is absolutely up to date. And also solving business and cyber teams market problem. If I talk about lack of skilled professionals, this is a major problem people feel it. So if they have a CH certifications, their major problem is being taken care. And as I said, that inadequate testing is also one of the issues. So, what they do, CH program really helps a person to do a proper testing by performing comprehensive security testing, vulnerability assessments, and social engineering. So, the key USPs, if I talk about that, why I should join a certified ethical hacker program. Okay, first, it is highly in demand. You 21,000 openings, HR wants it in your resume. It is a kind of mandate if you want to get into a cybersecurity field. Point number one. Point number two is it has multiple job roles. Today it is 40 plus job roles already available, mapped to the Certified Ethical Hacker program. Okay. Then third is it is an encyclopedia for ethical hacking. In the market, somebody talks about ethical hacking, then it is our baby. So people, it has its credential value. People know about it. It has got 220 hands-on labs, which means it is a combination of some theory and a practical sessions, which students gets as a hands-on experience or a training or the practice sessions from us. It also has engaged, wherein the student can keep doing the practice and the extra labs which has been included. There are some CTF challenges included, which you can practice and get an, and then you get a global certifications, which is acceptable across the world if I talk about, right? So why people buy CEH? Let's understand that as well. First of all, you go to 20, top 50 organizations, you will find CHs are already working there. This is a very small list. Actually, if you go everywhere, you will find CH people are working there, right? Then any certification, when person would want to do, they always look for an accreditation. That, for example, in India, if I talk about you go to college and university for an admission for your graduation, what do you do exactly? Okay, you say that you clear cut say that I am for example, if I'm going to industry and I say, well, yeah, I'm taking an admission in this university because this is having a accreditation from this. Same is comes with the certification. People are looking for certifications which is having an accreditation and acceptable across the world, right? Ethical hacking is a certification which is having an accreditations which has already been given. Our framework is nice, wherein National Initiative for Cybersecurity Education, so which means whatever we teach is as per the standards given by NICE, right? And the NC standards, which is American National Standard Institute. So these are the accreditations and the endorsements we already have for certified ethical hacker. Now, if I talk about this, we have you can go to our website and see the EC Council Hall of Fame report. Hall of Fame report for CH showcases you some of the real facts. For example, 1 in every 2 professionals received promotion after CEH. 97% of professionals stated that the skill required in CH helped the safeguard their organization. 95% choose CH as a career growth, and 92% of hiring managers prefer candidate with CH for jobs. So you can imagine that this is not we are saying. This is all those been saying who've already done the certification and got multiple benefits after doing a certification. So with this, I come to an end of my presentations. I will be very happy to take questions for the next 10 minutes and I can answer any question related to the program, or maybe if you have any questions related to the career in cybersecurity or anything, I can just guide you there as well. And if you're unable to speak, you can write it in the chat box. Yes. So the question is, can a BCom person do this? Of course, yes. Cybersecurity, these courses does not come with the prerequisite that if you need to have this, then only you can do the course. It's not like that. We'll teach you from the scratch and you can slowly and gradually pick it up. Any division of a person can do this course. Any other questions? All right, so by the time people are thinking about the questions, so NII Cyber Excellence is one of the top partners we have who's been running the CH classes on a regular basis. You can always check and get into the certifications with one of the best trainers available with them. All right. So if you don't have any questions, you can we can wind up the sessions. You can write down your queries to the NII or any person representative from Cyber Excellence. I am available on LinkedIn as well with the name Pooja V Joshi. If you have any queries, you can always come back to me as well, and I can pass on the things to Cyber Excellence team. All right. So thank you, everyone. Had a great evening. And if you have any questions, queries, you can always write back to us. Thank you. Bye bye.